Warning. The bullshit you're about to hear is going to be explicit. If you have fucked up, horrible feelings about life, skip us. But if you're okay with laughing at yourself and being cool, then cool. Continue watching this fucking video, bitch, and we'll see you at the end when you watch the next one right after or even before. I don't give a fuck. But your mama, she hot. Give her my number so I can give it to Bear. Love you.
Welcome to the Are You Fucking Serious podcast, where you're going to eat the cake anime and you'll be happy about it. I'm your host, Concept. I'm joined by Mookies.
Fuck you. And I don't like cake either like that.
And Bear. Looking real close to that camera, bro.
What's your background?
Hey, Bear looks like smiley face used to draw in school.
Oh, snap. Actually, if you go to like the corner of your screen, you actually
like
look
the sun. Oh, shit.
Same page, bro.
Fuck, man. Hell yeah.
Man, what y'all been doing? I'm trying
Fuck
to be report to the feds.
I mean,
No, bro.
I'm not answering that question.
You have
Fuck
to.
you.
Come on, man. You gotta be honest.
What do you?
Did I give you your truth serum?
No, nigga, that shit wouldn't work. This is my truth. My truth is fuck you. Sure.
You constantly living in your truth.
You know, I can't even report everywhere about people rapping.
Man, you got all them kids. You need to report them yourself.
I can't do.
Man.
That nigga got 87 problems and most of them is kids. Shit.
Hey, you know, it might just be the camera right now and your angle, but did you get thicker glasses? Like, are those lenses like thicker than normal?
No, good thing. Look like the close. Good thing.
Man, they look thick.
With 3 C's.
I was gonna say it was 6, but you know, I'll give you half.
3-6 Mafia.
Oh damn!
I need that.
Damn. Dude, what happened to that?
Oh shit.
Lord knows. I need that.
I mean, they
Hey,
weren't that
man.
great. Like, I'll be honest. Like, they had some hits and they had like something.
Hey, if you're being honest, Juicy J's biggest hit was Slop My Knob. If you're being honest.
True that.
Man.
Shit, man. I remember when that song used to only be popular for like niggas growing up in like middle school and shit like that. And now it's like you got white people like sitting up there like, Slop, why not? Like, come on. And I'm like, no, fuck y'all. Like, no, we ain't dancing to this shit. We like, Slop, why not? Man, then once that beat hit, then you start shaking your dreads. Shit.
I ain't got none, but I'm planning on growing some.
Nigga, I wish you would.
No.
I'm gonna call it cultural appropriation. She's like, oh, yeah, it's like you a nigga too.
Man. Hey, was it you that sent me that video when nigga was like, I'm light skinned, but you know, so if I do blackface, you know, is that black on black crime?
It's
Is
worse.
it though?
True, but it's like worse if you're biracial but you're white passing. Because it's like that's kind of like your issue now, like with you like trying to in like your family situation, but it's still like, you know, around your family, like, yeah, you said like nigga, because nigga, you a nigga, but when you're around other black people that don't know that you biracial, it's like, nigga, what the fuck you saying?
Actually, you know, it's really funny though. Like, niggas don't usually like give me a problem. You know, it's usually like white people. I'll be honest. I'll be 100% honest. Like niggas don't care. Like, the fuck, they don't give a shit. And to be honest, for the most part, like, especially like growing up, like black people were perfectly fine identifying me as black. Honestly, like I didn't have any trouble with that. It was the Latinos.
That's because you dark and light at the same motherfucking time.
I know God put me right in the fucking middle. He really fucking did. Like I don't even understand. Like, that's bullshit.
Hey, when you get that box of crayons and it be skin tones, what shade do you use?
Yo, okay, so hey, that's a real thing though. So I used to use because growing up we didn't have like these Crayola like skin color around the world like colors and shit. So I had to use tan, right? Because that was like the closest to
You
my
mean
skin tone.
peach? You mean
Um,
peach, nigga?
peach if tan doesn't exist. But here's the fucking problem. And y'all know my cousin. We were raised like brothers. That nigga dark as hell. Uh, because of that, because the fucking crayon box, and him and my skin tone, by Crayola standards in the '90s, like I was like one shade off of black.
You like if somebody took yellow, white, and brown together. That's exactly what your skin tone would be back then.
Yo, I mean, that's some real shit though, and that is kind of like a problem, man. Like, and I think it's like it used to be a Crayola problem, but Crayola solved that shit. They have their own skin line or whatever, their own skin tone crayons. But real talk though, I was talking to my cousin, right, and we were talking about finding makeup and shit, right? Man, tell me why there was this one brand. I ain't gonna call you out. But they had like 3 black shades, and that's it.
Damn, nigga, it'd suck if your ass was purple.
Right?
Damn.
Real though, like they had.
And y'all think I'm being funny? Like I've seen black people who were so dark they were purple. Like
Yeah,
it's like a weird tint.
he did. So like, cause he was at football.
That nigga ain't purple. Shit, he's
No.
like 1159.
No. So when I first started college, because we were roommates, he was at football all summer. So of course he's outside all fucking day. And what people don't realize is that yes, black people do in some form tan. It just doesn't look the same, and they also can get sunburned. So I mean, it just takes a longer fucking time. So when I got there, he had been all summer training. So when I got there, he was fucking purple.
And it's not like purple. It's like when the light just hits them in the right shade, you get a nice little purple glisten.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, it's fucking beautiful. Because Daryl has beautiful fucking skin, like, man, and he took care of
The
himself.
two of us over here have no comment, but okay.
I don't give a shit. Whether it's gay
That
or
nigga-
not, I don't care.
That nigga is under the bed. Okay, I love that nigga. That nigga's under the bed.
Oh man, stop talking about my boy like that.
Hey, when that nigga blink, he's still darker than that.
Yo, leave my boy alone. Leave my boy alone, man. Daryl,
I got nothing.
I always protect
I,
him.
I got nothing but love for that nigga. He know that, but I love clowning his ass about that shit.
Like he's one of the coolest people that I could have chosen as a roommate. Because at first because in high school we knew each other, but we didn't hang out all the time because we were slightly different circles. Because
You were square.
fair spot, whatever. Don't give a shit. It was a square actually. Don't give a shit.
Shit.
But when he asked, I was like, I guess if you really want to room with me, I'm down. He's like, oh, we got to be in Tommy. We got to do this because that's where all the cool guys. I was like, you do it. You set it up. We in it. I don't care.
Yeah, you fit more the married perspective anyway. So
In high school,
in high school, you were married. Yeah.
In high school, I would have, but college, that did change.
I hate that after me and Bear's freshman year, they started switching up and starting to do more of the people who typically go to Tommy over the Mary. And I'm like, man, Tommy always where it's at.
For real though. I mean, that's where all the fun shit happens. The best FRs.
And the funny thing is that fucking life safety is right there. It's
that's what we got because you're in plain sight. They're not really gonna.
Hold on, you're only in plain sight for one camera.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only if you use that one entrance. If you don't use that one entrance, you can do whatever the fuck you wanted.
Mm-hmm. The only time I ever got in trouble, and it was because I nigga Daryl, he would literally leave music on, loud as shit. And of course, I mean, it's late and it's whatever. And I would walk in the goddamn room, put my backpack down, life safety comes by, hey man, you got to turn down the music. I'm like, so turn down the music. All right, it's cool. I was like, yeah, sorry about that. My roommate left it on. So I'm over here unpacking, doing my thing, comes back, turns it back up, right? Same fucking life safety officer. He's like, come on, man. I was like, that wasn't me. You see me. It's not me. Oh man, that's the only time I ever had any grief. They weren't gonna write me up or report me or anything, but but because you're like right under their fucking nose, like for the most part, you could get away with fucking anything.
Bro, I used to like during my summers on campus when I would stay, I used to legit hang in like safety to the point that I knew a bunch of the officers. Anytime they would see me, the half time they just give me a ride late at night because I didn't feel like walking. But like it was perfect because like all my homies used to stay down there, so I'd go visit them, hang out with them for like a few hours. I especially because I was a night out, so it kind of helped out because they would have to stay there until like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, dude, I'll stay with you until like 3, then I'm going to bed. But yeah, go back upstairs and then they just chilling, and it's like, all right, cool. But yeah, then like later on, it's just like, yeah, you just knew all the officers because they were like cool as shit. So I knew which ones to avoid, which ones to chill with. That secret room that everybody like thought that didn't exist, it existed. Yep. They love talking about that room. I'm like, damn, the one dude on campus that used to he was a student and he was a life safety officer. Anytime he was around weed, his ears would swell because he was allergic to it. I was like, bruh, everybody on campus ain't you. Like, because all you got to do is just walk past somewhere and your ears start feeling it. You're going to be like, oh, there's some weed in here.
You the dog. Like, you're like, oh,
shit. I would hate that. Like, bruh. Like, you a made narc.
But yeah, man, like it's just like college was a cool time though, and like I said, like I couldn't have asked for a better roommate, like a better first roommate than Daryl, because after that year we didn't room together again, but I couldn't have asked for a better roommate. So thank you, Paul, because honestly, like we went through some shit together.
That's because that nigga further went through his like whole phase.
Yeah, I mean not just that. I mean there was a lot, man. Like he was the first person to like just let me know that if I was like not straight, it was cool. Like he was like, bro, it's cool if you're not. Like, I still love you.
Bro, if I find out you is, we gonna have problems. That's how much I love you.
Man, and the thing was like, and it was. Now that I look back at it, it was out of love because he would do like gay shit. Like, I don't know if it was to test me or whatever, but and maybe to make light of it, so like I knew that he was serious and everything was cool. But yeah, you can't.
It's also just a verb thing because we make a lot of jokes that we wouldn't have made had we not gone to verb. Like your comfortability with niggas,
you get comfortable.
Is that
like people who are like family, like because we were honestly like brothers, like. And that's why, like, when people ask me, like, you went to an all-boys school, you didn't realize that you like dudes. I was like, no, of course not. These guys are my brothers. Like, that's how it was pitched to me. So why the fuck would I, try to be attracted to my brother?
Hey, no, because as long as we went to St. John's, we still part of a brotherhood. And yeah, you over there be attracted to us now.
But I didn't see that, like, cause I didn't. It wasn't like. Everything was like, this is a brotherhood. You guys are gonna return. You guys are gonna be lifelong brothers. Like. When you go to St. John's, that day, like once you're there, like nobody mentions it ever again, unless you're on
your freshman year. They mention it early on.
In orientation.
Yeah, orientation they were mentioning it. After that, you're like, fuck you.
They never mentioned it at mine. They didn't say shit at my orientation.
Damn.
That shit.
Yeah.
But that's why I was like,
yeah, Connie was the first dude to tell me I look cute, and ever since then I've taken that shit to heart. His husband was the second.
I will say though, like he does, like again, he doesn't like ass like that because he's not, he's a bottom himself. But if he says you have a nice ass,
I can't.
That's a high compliment, man. He doesn't say that.
True.
He's not. I haven't heard him say that about anything.
The fact that he's thought I've been cute since I had short hair to long hair, it's just impressive. Shit, yeah. I'll take that to my grave. Like. Niggas think I'm cute. Like, I'm living on that for life. Can't tell me shit after that, man. You hear that, Lightning McQueen? Can't tell me shit after that.
Hey, but that's not, that's why you need gay friends. Like, be honest. Like, I mean, they might come on to you, but just say no. I mean, that's okay.
Nigga, I would teach you my shit if I was, but I'm not. That's exactly what I would tell you.
But that's what you could be scared of the wrong fucking shit. Like if I wanted you, nigga, like and if I was a rough nigga, like I would have you, but I'm not, and I don't.
Hey,
so
like right, and let me be like frank with you. I have only been catcalled once in my life, and these two niggas was with me. Was it a guy or a girl? It was the guy. I know it was a girl. Like we were just walking down Santa Monica, the Third Street Promenade, and this girl just started like catcalling me. I'm like, ma'am, like one, what the fuck? The two, you were walking by yourself, which means I need to question everything about your life.
At
Walking
night.
through the right Third Street Promenade at night.
That night? Oh, no good.
Like no, like you ain't at the clubs, you ain't at the restaurants. You were walking by yourself at night.
Man.
And I had baby dreads at that point too.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's that hood shit. And you know, that does bring us to the topic for today. And for those of you watching and live, because this is a live episode.
Ooh.
Today's topic is certified hood classics. Now, you may remember that we've done this in the previous episode, but this is part 2. And we're actually going to be including not just certified hood movies, but certified hood shit, just in general. So, the first thing I want to start with, and it's something that my aunts always fucking had, was Cadillac. She always had a Cadillac growing up.
Cadillac Burritos.
Yeah, and she, I mean, whether she actually took care of the car or not, I mean, that's a different story. But yeah, she always had a Cadillac, and the first one that I remember her having, it was a nice one, and then she wanted it to get repainted, so she primed it, but it never got repainted, so it just had this like rough ass prime look the whole its fucking rest of its life. And then I remember, and I was a little kid, so don't fucking judge, you assholes. But I named that nigga Mr. Carr. Don't know why. That was Mr. Carr.
Oh fuck, nigga, you were cute.
Hey man, it just was. It was Mr. Carr, man.
Oh shit.
Man. So what other hood clashes you got? You know, and let's start with Bear, because you've been kind of quiet.
Oh, I'm always quiet, but whatever. I'm gonna go with the candy house. Cause if you was in the hood, you always had a house that was still candy, like down the block somewhere, and you would go with your friends and go, "Why? You ain't ever had that." And that wasn't the true hood for you, because everybody knew what a candy house was.
Hood adjacent, motherfucker. Hood adjacent.
I can't believe.
Yeah,
like,
like,
I didn't think about that. I honestly did not realize that.
That's straight up. That's the candy house. The door was always unlocked. They always had the little counter in the front, like right in their living room, and they had all the shit in the front. So the little like the store, the candy house. There's always one. Somebody had it.
Fuck,
Whether it ain't there or not, there is a candy house, and somebody took it.
honestly, that you literally unlocked a bunch of fucking core memories. Like, I'm not even gonna let you. I didn't even think about that shit. Man, how are people missing out?
Right.
Nah, see, we didn't have that. Like, at least in the area I grew up in Inglewood, for off and on. But what we did have, at least in my neighborhood that I lived in for a good chunk of time as a kid in Inglewood, is we had the liquor store that everybody used to go to before, after school, on weekends, because it wasn't just a liquor store, it also was the meat market. It had all the best candies. Hold on, for us in Inglewood, it was known as Miller's. It's still there, but it does not exist anymore. It's some other people, but it'll forever be known as Miller's, because that's what it was when I was growing up. Everybody and mom would run in there for whatever snacks they could get. Like, and I know some people are like, oh, you can run into a liquor store. Well, in some states, the liquor store is separate, and you can only go in if you're 21 or over. In California, the liquor store sold groceries. It sold whatever you needed: fruit, veggies, candy, chips, sodas, liquor. Right, it literally sold everything. So we literally just go in there and get whatever the fuck we wanted and walk the fuck back home. Sometimes too, like, even though the ice cream man would come through, sometimes the ice cream man ain't consistent. So you like, fuck it, I'm gonna just walk up to Miller's and go get me some because it's up the street from the house.
Damn, you're right though. See, again,
Go look at that liquor store. Yo, shit.
Yeah, and it's not. I understand the liquor store.
Liquor store. We already in LA. We don't say our R's, or not our R's. We say our R's. We don't pronounce our T's. It's weird as shit. So like, second speaking, we don't say Manhattan Beach. We don't say that correctly.
No, we don't. We
don't.
Manhattan Beach. Ugh. That don't even taste right. Like,
exactly. Like, we don't say Santa Monica correctly.
Yeah, Santa, not Santa.
Santa Monica.
Santa
Or
Monica.
Santa,
Yeah.
I guess would be right.
Either way, we ain't saying it correctly. Yeah, so it's just like we don't. That's a hood classic right there. Although more than people know, it's just people in LA. We do not pronounce like Manhattan, or we don't really pronounce our T's in certain like words. Yeah.
Damn. Hey, other hood classic shit, which I don't know if kids necessarily have it these days, but I mean, for the parents that did let you go out, you had to be home before the lights were, the street lights.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
You had a radius. You also had a radius that you had to keep to with you and your friends. Like, it may have been the block, it may have been the block plus a couple, but you had a fucking radius, and it was. The thing is, you knew what the radius was without your mama telling you.
Oh, I had the radius. We knew it because my grandmother told us, and it was as long as you can hear my voice when I scream for you. That's when you. So one time we went around the block, and I had to go because I was the youngest, and my cousin was older than me. And so if she goes, I have to go. And so we went around the block, and sure enough, my grandmother was pissed. Like we were at some friend's house from like our school anyway, but either way, the fact that she didn't know and she couldn't hear us was not a good feeling. I was like, I didn't have a choice. Nigga, I was 5. Like I had to do what I was told. Shit.
And I was fortunate enough to have a loud ass mama, and a loud ass auntie. So
Well, my grandmother worked at the school, so she was loud. But yeah, still, I wasn't gonna hear it from around the block. Literally, I was in the corner. We were on a corner in their like backyard chilling. That's another thing too. People don't understand. Like a hood classic party, you go over to like people's house and you could have never met their parents, and you just over there because like you hanging out with your friends, and their parents still give you snacks. Or like they see you walk past every day, they're like, "Oh hey, like you guys want to hang in the pool or whatever?" And now you hanging in their pools and shit. And you ain't never met these people a day in your life, and they sitting up there like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the store real quick and get some food to cook and everything." Like it was dope as hell. To certified right next to Big Texans and Big Juices.
What you about to say, baby?
I had to rap about food I thought the rap. Had to run back out. Run back.
All right, so we need more sponsors because Bear needs better internet.
Fuck yeah.
So if you want to sponsor us, please let us know. Though, understand we gonna cuss. I'm so mad that so many of them are like, "Oh, you can't cuss though." Like it's called the Are You Fucking Serious podcast.
Right.
It's like, and you think we're not gonna cuss? Like what?
All right.
Hey, if you're cool with us cussing and you need some diversity, you got all the diversity.
Shit. Hey, like you could try to pay me not to curse. It just won't last very long. Like,
You getting paid like $3 and then that's about it.
like nigga, trying to pay me not to talk shit about people, that's hard as fuck. I talk shit about everybody. I don't care who the fuck you is. Nigga, damn. Shit. I don't give a fuck what you look like, what you believe in. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk shit about you. Like, ain't nobody safe. Nigga, we all need to be made fun of at some point.
Yeah, I mean, other hood shit, because that just reminded me. Can't stay over your house unless my mama knows you and your parents.
Can't even come to your house.
Can't even
my
come.
mama talks to you on the phone. Your mama on the phone. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and understand, like, if this isn't like, if you're gonna go over to if they do this whole process of accepting you and your friends and the parents and the calls and everything, and you're like, well, mom, I'm just scared or I'm nervous, blah, blah, blah. No, you ain't getting picked up. Your ass gotta stay. Because guess what? Your mama done made plans.
Yup. Shit. She ain't gotta take care of your ass for the night. Hey, or like the whole your friends can't come over because the house ain't clean. It's like, nigga, we just spent all day cleaning. Just tell you don't want my friends to come over. Like, just say that shit. Don't just sit up here and say like the house ain't clean. Like, nigga, I didn't slayed over this whole house all fucking day. As soon as I heard that music playing at 10 o'clock.
I was about to say, oh, yours at 10? Bitch, my show used to be like at 8.
My mom would like to sleep in, so that's why it was like 10 or 11, sometimes 12. Once I heard that music, I was like, all right, cool, time to get up, start cleaning.
And I always knew what kind of mood my mama was into, like based on the music that she chose.
Mm-hmm.
Because if she was listening to like some R&B, like Mary J. Blige and some shit, I was like, okay, she going through something. Like,
No, if she playing Mary J. Blige, don't
mm-mm.
play dead. Play dead. Hide under
I
the
can't.
bed.
Yeah, she waking my ass up.
Hide under the bed or something.
And here's the thing, you know, and my mom's, she's very open about stuff and everything. She was my previous stepfather, cheated on her and everything. So, you know, she was going through some shit, you know. So that's how I knew she was going through shit, was based on the music that she was playing when she was cleaning and how hard she was cleaning. Because that sink, she would take that shit out on the fucking sink.
Vacuum the same spot for 15 minutes straight.
Man, the shit, yeah, you didn't realize that your carpet was brown. Like, and I got this little square that's lighter than the rest of the fucking carpet.
And if you walk in there, she playing some Luther Vandross, clean as quickly as possible and go to your friend's house because she probably got a date.
Yeah.
Leave. But if you wake up and she playing Gangsta Party, you good.
Actually.
You good. But if she playing the first thing you hear waking up is this right here. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. You better run.
Yeah, man.
You know
You
what?
better get your ass up and clean up the whole house.
Because, you know, my mom, I mean, again, we're all mixed. And she was married to, she still is married to a Mexican dude, but a different Mexican dude. But she was married to a Mexican dude. So if she played Mexican music, I knew they were good. And I knew that she was going to be in a good mood. Because she didn't play Mexican music all the time unless they were in a good place, you know. Yeah.
See, like, you just can't play Suavemente and expect me to clean because I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm be dancing. I'm be dancing. If I hear La Mesa being repeated over and over, I'm not cleaning.
Oh man,
certain shit I ain't cleaning too. Like, like if I wake up, you playing Before I Let Go. What the fuck I look like cleaning to this song? I have to dance.
Hey, this is how we do it. Scariest shit that ever happened. And you know, again, my mom's black, but again, she's mixed, and so am I. So when there was one time where she was playing gospel music. I'm not saying that we don't like gospel music because I actually do listen to some gospel songs myself, but I don't be playing it regularly, right?
Who got in trouble?
Who got in trouble?
I was scared, bro. I was actually scared.
Who got in trouble or who pissed her off so much she needed Jesus?
Dude.
You couldn't have got over.
I literally, like, I remember waking up hearing the shit and I was just like, is this gospel? Is this Mary?
Right.
Like, I haven't heard this song in like a year or two. Oh shit. So I got my ass up, I made my bed, like I was the perfect fucking kid. Like I brushed my teeth, I like I looked for dishes in the fucking sink. I started just cleaning.
That's when you be like, damn, did my report card come out? Like, oh wait, nigga, it's like summer. Like I'm good.
Man.
Did she find out I had a girlfriend? Oh wait, I'm single. Like, damn.
It's some scary shit though.
It's worse when you don't
like understand. Like there are signs, there are things and reasons for these things, and they tell you stuff. You just gotta pay attention.
Hell yeah, like you're just like certain shit. Like nigga, when you at home just chilling and somebody just happened to, like, don't let your school call and it be for something good. Because the one thing your mama tells you growing up is don't let your school call me when I'm at work or at home, but especially at home. Because now them niggas are working overtime too. So now it's like, bro, don't call me when we're expecting like with good news after school. Like, no, nigga. Like, give me a letter, I'll hand it to her. But don't be trying to call my mom and tell me he did such a good job. Like, no.
That's like you know,
death sentence.
That happened to my cousin, you know, his best friend in high school. He shout out to you, Keelan. I'll shout your name out. But like, you know, he would get in trouble. You know, he get jugs, which is our version of detention. So for justice under God.
Look at that shit ain't justice.
It was not. It was very unjust, especially the black kids, and we ain't going to go into that.
Fucking shitty ass peanut butter sandwich.
But anyway,
With the water.
So his parent is a teacher. One of the teachers call home. Like, I mean, and regularly they'll call home for shit where you're in trouble, which is normal, whatever. But they actually was calling because like they were like saying like he did good, like he was one of the only good kids in class that day, because they called everybody else's parents because everybody else is acting up, and his parents didn't believe that, even though they said it. So literally, these niggas' parents had to call my cousin's mom, so my aunt, and she called them and she was like, "Hey, like I just want to let you know, that no, this was good," because they was pissed. They was not having that shit.
Like, you don't want.
They were like, there's no reason. They never call for a good shit. Like they did this time.
Like, don't call my mama. Like, just write the letter. I'll hand it to her. Like, just don't call my fucking mama, man. I ain't. I'm like, I ain't ever do nothing. Like, I fight Shell's chickens, but don't call my mama. Niggas turn into slaves, and somebody like, I'm gonna call your mama. Like, no, master. She didn't fed me good. She gave me clothes on my back, put a roof over my head. I love men for a long time. Like, no, nigga, don't call my mama.
If you wow.
Nigga, you gonna have me feel like Miss Seeley. Shit, nigga, like, you sure is like.
Oh, it's a certified hood classic.
Color Purple, people. Back in your eyes was watching Kyle.
I could watch that movie almost anytime.
How the fuck you name somebody TK?
That's when you need to stop watching God.
When you name a nigga TK, and it spent the whole fucking book mostly talking about what? Crab cake? Oh shit!
Movie though. Don't get me started.
Hey, for the time we had to do that book in class, like in school, sophomore year for us, I think I based majority of everything off the movie. We can't even read the book.
I'll be honest.
The movie is pretty accurate. Yeah.
So, and for those of you who don't know, because I mean, I'm sure, like, especially a lot of white schools probably don't teach it. The book is called "Their Eyes Are Watching God" by was it Zord?
I don't remember shit.
I don't remember her name.
Erase that shit from my memory, nigga.
You just
Hey, if it happened when it was a verb, it didn't happen after all.
Yeah, no, but it's and I would, if you like reading this shit, like, it's a decent book. Honestly, I would say it's just
it's not better than The Color Purple, but
not better than The Color Purple, but it's
the only good part about the movie Their Eyes Is Watching God is that it's Halle Berry. It's the only good thing about that movie. Let's get this shit straight, all right? Only reason I was watching that shit was for her, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That and Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball.
If you know that one, then you know.
Are there any, and it's just an overall question. Are there any white certified hood classics? Anything that's made by white people? Because
all that.
Was that great? No, what's great about white people? All that was my shit.
Yeah.
And fuck Dan Snyder if he wasn't involved in that show, but fuck him. But that show was legit as shit. Zoe 101, nigga. That's a hood classic right there. That's a hood classic. Fuck the Amanda Show. Drake and Josh. Fuck Drake. Yeah, what else? Fucking Blue's Clues, nigga.
Oh, Blue's Clues, certified hood classic.
Nigga.
Steve is a hood nigga.
Oh, hell yeah. Steve had a hood pass.
So did Mr. Rogers.
Fuck yes. The Disney Channel original movies we had growing up.
Yeah.
There is one that people look at me like I'm crazy, but it was good as shit. I hope one day they put it on Disney Plus. It was Don't Look Under the Bed. It's so good.
You have, again, you guys keep unlocking these core ass memories.
It is so, if you have never seen that shit, it's so good. If it ever uploaded on Disney Plus, you gotta watch it. It's so fucking good. Like, fuck yes. It was a good fucking movie. Like, that's one of the ones, like Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, that's a classic, all three. The first Cheetah Girls, classic. Hands down fucking classic. Even though, hold on, there's parts of the second one that are classic too, but not as much as the first one.
Yeah, no, the first one, like the album, the soundtrack just fucking hit.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, like nigga, you had me singing "I Don't Want to Be Like Cinderella," nigga. I don't want to be like Cinderella. Sitting in the
Hey,
dusty cellar.
that movie brought us broken promises.
No, that happened before that movie.
It did? Shit, I don't remember.
Yeah, 3LW was before, right? Yeah, they were before Cheetah Girls.
Either way, shit, it made it popular. Fuck.
Yeah,
no, I'm gonna talk with a list. Well, like, what you do?
Talking about she ain't never had a gap. Like, what? What?
Like,
girl, your gap is a certified hood classic. Stop.
Hey, like that shit went to school with you, damn.
Yeah, no, but that first one, that first movie, that first Cheetah Girls movie, the reason why it's a hood classic is it's a good story. Like anybody can relate to it. You don't have to be a girl. I related to that shit.
I fucked with that movie heavily growing up. Like anytime that replay was coming on,
and you could listen to the album, like, and it was a decent album. Like,
oh, you remember the one that came out where the girl's brother was like a motocross driver racer, and he got injured?
Yeah,
they played that movie so much when it came out. That shit was the classic.
And Johnny Tsunami.
Fuck yes, both of them. Yeah,
I think there were three, but I only remember the first two.
I remember Johnny Tsunami, 1 and 2, yeah.
And then Bahala back on board.
So the first one is when he was snowing, and then he went back to Hawaii. Mm-hmm. The second one was when they had the big ass tires on the speed bikes or scooters, longboards, or skateboards. There we go. But yeah, it was just like dope as shit. Like, yeah, so much like hood, good classic shit. Smart Guy. Fuck.
Oh, Smart Guy.
Hold on. Boy Meets World.
I would, you know what? I wasn't super into it, but I will consider it a hood classic because it came on too late for me to stay up. So,
The Incredible Jet. Fuck yes, cartoon and the movie.
Wait, which one?
Both of them. Inspector Gadget.
Oh, yes.
Hold on, I got one for you. It's Jet Jackson. It's the kid. The actor passed away not too long ago, but it was the kid who was an actor in a movie, on like a TV show, but he was also a regular kid in like high school and shit like that. And so it was like cool as shit because it was a black dude who was like the lead character, and for it to be like the late 90s to the early 2000s, it was just weird as shit to see like somebody doing like that type of shit on Disney Channel, let's say. But it was a good ass show.
Yeah, I remember.
It was my shit. When you see the cover, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
I just looked at that. I remember it.
Static Shock. Oh, fuck yeah,
it's a classic. You know,
Boondocks.
What was his voice? Who voices him again? Phil Lamar. Phil Lamar is a hood classic. You like
every character.
And the reason why though is just because like you showed like black kids that we could do that shit too.
With range and with black characters, aliens, shit,
like
everything.
You just fucking bow down like everything, bro. Like you don't understand like how you shaped a lot of people's childhood.
Seeing that nigga's name on the credits, you be happy as fuck. Like, fuck yes.
Yeah, and I can't think of anything he's done or has been or been in that was a flop.
For real.
It's the same with Tara Strong. Love you too, girl. Don't think we.
E.G. Daily.
You a hood classic too, girl.
E.G. Daily, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Nancy from she does the voice for Bart. I can't remember her last name.
Cartwright.
Cartwright, yep. She's done a lot of shit too. There's this one.
There's a John DiMaggio. Voice of
John DiMaggio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's this one woman. She's done like a lot of voices for like cartoons, obviously. She's did Cheese and Coco from Fox's Home for Imaginary Friends. She's done remember the show what was the little wrestling cartoon show?
Oh fuck. What
she was
I know.
Mucho Libre, I think. Mucho Libre, right?
Yeah, Mucho.
She was the Flea. She's done like Mucho Lucha, there you go. She did the Flea.
Yeah, there you go.
And she's done like a lot of other
I know
crazy
what you're talking
voices.
about, and I can't remember.
Candy.
Yes. And then you got the voice actress who did Jimmy Neutron, and Timmy Turner, the one who did Timmy Turner too. Like you got all of these classic guys. Like
yeah, that's Tara Strong.
Tara Strong. There we go. Yeah, but like for sure, whoever did Jimmy. She's got range too.
Yeah, I forgot.
But hold on. Angry Beavers is a hood classic.
I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Oh, you missed out so bad. It's not as bad as Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy is a hood classic too.
Ren and Stimpy was a hood classic. That one really.
Celebrity Deathmatch. Were you allowed to watch that one?
So yes, but it was only because of my grandmother. God rest her soul. It was on Friday nights. She would let us stay up to watch that. She would get us like ice cream and popcorn, and we would all watch it. And she thought it was stupid as hell, but she would watch it with us.
I used to watch that at my godmom's house all the time as a kid. Oh, I'd stay up late at night and fall asleep, come back, wake up, and still be on. I'm like, fuck yeah. What else is a hood classic?
There's so many, dude.
Honey Buns. And hold on. No, the juices that came like in a little barrel with a little plastic and everyone to come off straight.
Barrel drinks?
And
The grenade?
it would catch your lip. And it would catch your lip.
Grenade?
Yeah.
Oh, the ice cream with the thin ass wood.
Yes.
Splinter shit.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking classic.
Shit, you get a splinter trying to grab that thing out of there.
Yeah.
you call it Lucas?
Lucas, hell yeah. I still fuck with
Wasn't
that shit.
It didn't taste that good to me, so I was never.
Nigga, you got the wrong taste buds. That shit is delicious.
I mean, that is my taste buds, but we all got different tastes, right? So, but Bear every week gets the chance to tell us about his fucking taste. So, Bear, what is on your not this list this week?
Okay, so I'm just keeping with the motif now for hood classic. The thing on my not this list is basically the ingrained reaction you have to a car for coming down your street. If you lived in the hood, you would always look at it, no matter who or where you are. I hate that, but it's ingrained in me now. I can't stop, so I just keep looking every time I hear a car coming. Look down. And the reason why you do this is because usually this would be like the prelim to a drive-by. If they stopped or anything, your reflex was to run or duck. That's on my not this list this time. That's a certified hood. That is actually like the more certified hood classic. And no, oh yeah, you're definitely from the hood because that's your reaction. Yeah. And you can't even get rid of it because it's like, who's looking over here? Okay. Never mind.
So what's on your aesthetics then?
My instead is list nowadays. I guess we're just gonna keep on putting in more hood classics. You should go watch like Baby Boy and Belly. Just the shit.
I hate you, Cody. I love you, Cody.
So good.
Man.
Oh man. But also Baby is cute because that is probably the most like undercover hood classic ever. You probably never see it.
I can never sit through and watch that movie all the way through because it just be too much dumb shit going on.
It was so dumb.
I mean, but that's the point of the movie.
True.
That's the fucking point.
All point of the movie people. So that's my numbers. We're keeping it short. But yeah, I hate that reaction there. You can't even hear it.
Yeah, man. So I mean, for those of you watching and everything or listening, like, yeah, go check all that shit out. I mean, and be happy you don't have that reaction to specific vehicles. Because I'll be
a specific vehicle, it's specific speeds, nigga.
And it's specific everything. There's a combination of all of them. Just be happy you don't have PTSD.
Like, nigga, hold on. If you see a black person, please do not roll up in front of them and pull your window down because you need directions to somewhere. Nigga, drive to the nearest white person. Don't drive to us. No. And damn sure don't be having your hand sticking up either. Like, no. I ain't fucking with that shit.
Man. All right. Speaking of hands sticking up, I mean, niggas always asking for a handout, but we be scheming here. So, Mookies, what is your $1 million nigga scheme this week?
You know what? We're gonna do a charity this time, motherfuckers. We're gonna do a charity because we haven't done one in a while. So hopefully we haven't done something similar to this one. But basically, you know how we're gonna call it Not My Block. And the reason why we don't call it not my block, because we stick with the hood whole mentality. But you know, you got some like niggas from your area that just have never left the block, right? So we taking hood niggas, like ones that like dead time, ones that's like stuck, right? All that shit, niggas that ain't left the block. We gonna take these motherfuckers to the beach. And show these niggas that your block don't mean shit to the rest of the world.
But here's the thing. Here's the problem. You gotta take them to a different beach than they would normally fucking go to. You can't
If they've
take
never
them
been to the beach, it's perfect.
No, it's not, because you know
And even- hold on.
hood ass beaches.
Hey, we ain't taking the hood ass beaches, one, but two, we were like, hey, like you just gotta think about, put this in perspective, people. This is legit the edge of the world right here. Like, and your ass is bitching about a fucking block.
Honestly, bro, and that was my thing, bro. Like, niggas will be claiming a whole block that they own nothing on.
Nigga, and hold on, if we being honest, like, and we not like trying to like put that out there that she should be in this type of world or do this type of activities and shit like that. But if you're really being honest, instead of trying to shake down your own fucking community, how about you let your community get built, get rich, get money in it? That way cops stop pulling in every 3 seconds. And then you go terrorize other motherfuckers and stop trying to straight hold motherfuckers for security. Like, oh, you gotta pay me. No, nigga, you should just go ahead and boost your area up so then people stop bothering your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then your people protected because ain't nobody gonna fuck with your shit.
Yep.
Think about it. That's like, yeah, like, and the fucked up part is that like everybody been doing that shit for years, like forever. Where it's like, yeah, we gotta put a stranglehold and make our people pay us for protection. Why? Just let them get better. Have people come in. Money makes itself. You making money because you strangling and putting there on other niggas, and you got plenty of places here where people just living and having fun. Make sure you have people go to schools and shit. That's why we taking you motherfuckers to the fucking beach. With no weapons, because y'all all gotta go through TSA level searches. We ain't fucking around.
Man. Hey, but you ain't never been wrong though, because like I said, they claim blocks for shit that they don't own a damn thing on. They have no actual investment in their community, really, like not even time investments, because the only thing time wise that you put on there is standing at the end of the block. That's the only time you put on there, and even then. Most of the days, like if you ain't made no sales, you ain't made no sales, bro. Like, and if you're not moving out, and I understand that there's a whole drug thing.
What the fuck you selling to your own community too? That's the fucked up part.
That's the other thing, is like we're literally just pushing each other down. For what?
Crabs in a barrel, motherfucker.
That's my point. And that's what they're counting on too. And that's the fucked up thing. And I say they because there's always somebody affluent or somebody down that like doing this shit on purpose. You can lie. You could be like, oh, there's conspiracy. No, nigga, we know this. We know this. You know, it's the reason why there's a lot we can't get anywhere, is because we got put in a mindset in a space and we get stuck there because it just gets perpetuated.
So we taking you niggas to the beach.
Taking niggas to the beach. I am all for this one.
Thank you. We're gonna get white people to pay for it because they love doing charity. For black kids, they ain't gonna be emotionally attached.
Oh, easy peasy. That'd be so easy to get this.
And we're gonna add. Hold on. We're gonna add this in with slap a rich person to further our investment.
Hey, that could be a dope ass partnership, though.
Exactly. Slap a rich person and take a nigga to the beach. Like, not my block, damn.
Not my block.
There you go, people.
Take a nigga to the beach.
Like,
that's gonna be the slogan for the joint effort right there. Slap a rich nigga, take a nigga to the beach.
Yeah, and then, you know, we could do it like, you know, like they do with the X, because you know how people put like this and this, and like it'd be like slap a rich nigga, X, take a nigga to the beach.
Right. There you go. Shit, make it look like a whole club producer little flyer they be passing out and shit that you be seeing on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what's it gonna look like? It's like, you want to slap Elon Musk? All right, cool. And nigga, then he gonna pay for us to go take it to a nigga to the beach too. Shit.
I mean, why not? I mean, that's the thing. Is like we're over here like in our community. The reason why like we can't get nowhere is because we recycle the same dollars over and over again and into the same community. Nobody's coming to our community to spend money. That's what you got to do.
Until they decide to kick all the motherfuckers out. Mm-hmm. You want to stop gentrification, stop shooting and shakedowns and shit like that, and let your community build on its own. It's gonna do great for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, hey, in this area, we ain't selling guns, we ain't selling drugs. We just making sure this area do nice. Niggas and our property value going up. Shit, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, and that's real shit though. Like, I mean, we're over here like, what? Why are we putting each other down? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. And
Nigga, why we worrying about the block when we can be chilling at the beach? You know who said some shit similar to that? Frank Ocean, nigga, on his very first album, Channel Orange. Don't know why they see the world when you've got the beach. Because in this case, you niggas need to see the beach. Dude, why you over here worried about a block, nigga? The fuck I look like?
I love that you were able to squeeze that in there. Like, I love that made sense. Like, honestly, I do. I love that you were able to put that shit in there. Frank Ocean in there, man.
You know Frank Ocean is my favorite R&B artist, so don't get me started.
That's true. I understand it. He's a great
fuck with that nigga heavily. Like, shit. I like, the funny thing is, like, my two favorite artists both happen to reside in LA. Like, Kendrick, Frankie Ocean. And I'm about to see one in concert pretty soon, and then the other, if he ever goes on tour, I doubt shit. If he ever goes on tour, I am going to go see him.
Does he not tour regularly?
No, this nigga barely releases music regularly. He's only released 2 albums. His first album, his first album was very, like, it was more so his voice and singing, and his second album really focusing on his ability to produce and use instruments and music. That's why it's like less singing on the second album compared to the first one. But it's just like, yeah, nigga, I want to sit up here and I need to get a full Frankie Ocean, nigga. Also, I need The Weeknd to release that birthday suit. It was supposed to be for Drake, but Drake didn't, because he wrote it, and Drake didn't want it because he couldn't do the song probably. I don't know. And so it's unofficially released on YouTube, birthday suit. Let's just say if you're trying to like treat somebody special and it's the end of the night, that's a good song to play. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that shit out.
You've played it before.
Have we?
Yes, you've played it before. I showed it to you in college.
Oh, you know what? Yes. Okay. No.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
That song is a fucking banger.
And to be honest, like, okay, here's the thing. The Weeknd, he's an interesting artist. I actually love his voice, and I love that this nigga can make fun of himself, especially after that American Dad episode. I'm a fan just because of how well he was just able to make fun of himself.
Nigga, you know what you just reminded me of?
What?
Toe.
Stop it. That's what I don't like. Nah, but like, that's something I always wanted, because you know, like on Family Guy, how they always make fun of celebrities and just people in general, but none of them actually usually play themselves, like, or voice themselves. Like, if a person can literally just make fun of themselves, I'm a fan. Like, that's what this whole fucking podcast is. We're making fun of ourselves, making fun of each other. You guys can do the same thing. We don't give a shit. Like, if you can make fun of yourself, that I know that you're like a fun person, you know. And I don't mean in a self-deprecating way, like as in like you think that you're a terrible person, but I mean like, you know, in a funny, like, I know that, you know, that's a funny shit. Like, this is funny. Like when we talk about my mustache, I know that that's funny as shit. I think it's funny too. I think it's fucking hilarious, especially because I was born with one, and it's and I am damn near 30, and this is as far as I'm getting. And I've had it since birth. So, but if you can make fun of yourself, that's you fucking ace in our books, man.
And people, on November 4th, please be sure to shout out Connie on his birthday.
Hey, party at the polls. Every 4 years. Party at the polls.
We're like every 2, nigga.
Well, no, but like for it, usually my birthday falls on election day every 4 years. Like actually falls on it. So
okay, yeah.
That's the reason why I say party at the polls every 4 years.
Fuck yeah, nigga. Vote, because I'm tired of dealing with dumb people in office. Make sure you go do that shit. And you know what? Normally, as what I studied in college, I shouldn't advocate for this. But nigga, we going in the fucking like Middle Ages with some of this dumb shit we going through right now. So just in this case, just vote fucking blue, like smart blue. Don't do it blue. We got 2 dumb motherfuckers in office now in the Senate that's supposed to be Democrats running around like fucking Republicans and shit. And so instead, how about we just vote smart blue, not dumb blue, smart blue. And you know what, people, stop sitting up here like, oh my God, I don't want to vote for this person. I settled. because they didn't believe in this and I do. And it's like, nigga, so what? Then your ass get in office and try to do some shit. Stop sitting up here trying to be like, I'm not voting for this person, because it's like at this time, it ain't time to be picky. It's time to just be smart.
Yeah,
You ain't got time for picky.
and I'll be real. Like,
It's named Burger King.
I think, like, in my opinion, like, politicians should be just regular people. Like, I don't think somebody should be like a career politician. It should be just regular fucking people. Like,
Once you get 50,
shit. But you know, I feel like people who aspire to be in those positions, it feels weird to me.
once you 60, you got to step down.
Oh yeah, you got to go. I'm sorry.
Supreme Court, Senate, House of Representative, President, 60, you got to go.
Like,
You go
companies
for
do forced retirements. Companies do forced retirements, but we got these niggas out here.
And get rid of my fucking student loans, people. Shit, I'm tired of giving you motherfuckers money for an education that you told me I needed, and then after I got it, you're like, well, why the fuck you do that for? Here's the money you owe us for doing it. Like nigga, ain't no job carrying it. I got a degree.
Nope. And you know what? With that said, if you didn't learn anything,
Shut the fuck up, because I got student loans to pay, and you motherfuckers ain't trying to help me pay them off or help them just get erased. Fuck you for just sitting here and not saying anything and not watching until later when we not even live or whatever. You just not commenting, subscribing, liking, none of this shit, sharing it. You know what? Fuck you people. All right. So bitch asses. You know, I hope you wake up the next day after listening to this and your whole right foot is turned to the left the whole fucking day.
because I know you probably can't hear him. Only you can prevent the bullshit.
Shut up.
Like, comment, subscribe. Nurses?
Fuck you.